Oh, hi there. Been a while, hasn't it? Well, we're out here, the wide open spaces. This is southeast Oregon in the desert. This is what we use for social distancing out here. We use miles instead of feet. Lovely place. But we're not here for that. We're here for supper. And we're going to give you something different. Tonight, we're going to use these. You all know what these are, right? Canned biscuits. Well, yeah, we're going to have chicken biscuits and gravy tonight. So we're going to have, well, biscuits. But not the way you think we are. You'll just have to wait and see. Stay tuned. Hi there, everybody. We're back, and we're still alive. Isn't that nice? The sun's out, beautiful spring day. We are out here in the middle of nowhere, in the great desert of southeast Oregon. And what we're going to do today is teach you this recipe, which we'll see down below the video. It's called Backcountry Cheaters Chicken Biscuits and Gravy. Everybody loves chicken and gravy and biscuits and gravy. We're going to combine them, but we're not going to do it the way you think we are. The little blurb I gave you before where I was standing there, I was holding these canned biscuits. We all love canned biscuits because they're easy to make. However, we're going to make these chicken biscuits and gravy different than you think we are. We're not going to use these biscuits as biscuits. You'll see. Ingredients that you're going to need for this, of course, the biscuits, 2 10-ounce cans of chicken white meat, 1 can of mixed vegetables, 1 can of chicken gravy, 1 package of instant mashed potatoes. For this, I kind of prefer the garlic and parmesan, and a little bit of flour so that the biscuits don't stick. Because what we're actually going to do with these biscuits is we're going to roll them out and make big flat things out of them and use them to line the inside of our Dutch oven and make sort of a pie crust with them. And everything else will go in on top of that. You'll see, we'll move the camera in and you can watch. Coming right up. Okay, biscuits. Well, we're going to take the biscuits. Normally you would just take them like this and bake them. That's not what we're going to do. Out here in the field, we have to use field expedient methods. Can of spray. And the idea is we're going to take these biscuits and roll them out like that until they are 3/16 of an inch thick. And then we're going to put them into the Dutch oven and layer them around so that they overlap each other, and it's going to form kind of a pie crust that's going to go across the bottom and up the sides of the Dutch oven. Nothing fancy here, just want to flatten them out. And we'll keep doing this until all of them are done. You get the picture. We'll be back in a minute. Okay, we've got our biscuits rolled out. Here's how we're going to do this. You just take them, lay them inside the Dutch oven, just so that they're touching each other and they start working their way up the walls. And then where the biscuits come together, you just pinch them together to make one crust. Kind of like that. Another one. Still using off to the side that you can't see, you're still using my spray can as a rolling pin. Okay, I think you figured out what we're doing now, so I'll get back to you in a couple of minutes when I get all these in, and we'll get ready for the go with the filling. All right, we have the biscuits all done. There's our bottom crust. Now, the recipe calls for 2 cans of chicken, well drained. But being a good prepper that I am, I'm saving those cans because they're getting really expensive right now, and I'm going to instead just use a pre-cooked chicken breast that we had, and we just throw that in there, level it out. 1 shredded chicken breast, that's an option if you don't have a canned chicken or you don't want to spend the money for canned chicken. We'll use the 1 chicken breast. Next thing goes in is the mixed vegetables. We're going to use about half of this can. Recipe calls for 8 ounces. That's about half of this can. So we'll throw them in there. And next item is 1 10-ounce can of chicken gravy. So far, this is all common stuff that you get down at the grocery store that you can squirrel away until you either want to go camping or decide that you want to make a recipe that isn't going to require a whole lot of effort, because everything here is canned or boxed. And if it isn't canned or boxed, it's something minimal that's going to come out of the refrigerator as a cooler. That's the whole idea of the backcountry cheetah recipes, is that they require minimum refrigeration so you can extend your camping trip. There we go. All done. The only thing that is left is we're going to make some mashed potatoes, which I'll do separately, and I'll get back to you once they're done. I'm going to make this instant bag of mashed potatoes. And as soon as they're done, they're going in on top of all this, and we'll cover it all up and then bake it. All right, we have 2 things left to do. Recipe says salt and pepper to taste, so we'll add some coarse ground black pepper. And I'm not going to add any salt. There's plenty in the gravy. You can add some more if you want, but to me that's more than enough. And now we're going to put mashed potatoes on. This is the garlic and butter roasted potatoes, and you can sure smell the garlic in them. And spread that around with a fork or a spoon until it covers the top. Here we go. That's all it takes. It's time to bake. And we will see you as soon as we get this set on the fire. Alrighty, what we're going to do here, put 9 coals on the bottom, and this is just bare ground right next to the fire pit. No special things involved here at all. 9 coals on the bottom, and we'll just put a solid ring around the top. And the cooking time is about 30 minutes. More or less. I'll show you as we go along. You just bake them until the biscuits are done, because everything else came out of a can or was pre-cooked, so we don't have to worry about the chicken being raw or vegetables being not cooked or anything like that. So all we're doing here really is baking the biscuits, and that, like I said, will take about 30 minutes, give or take 5 minutes or so, and we'll check as we go along. I'll show you how to check for doneness on the biscuits in a little bit of, so we'll wait, and I'll be back in a few minutes. All right, everything is done. We're cooked. This isn't quite what you saw last because we added something to it. We added cheese on the top of it as an option. That's, not part of the basic recipe, but hey, we can do that because we're the ones that are baking it. And you can do that too. Do whatever you want. You can add anything to this that you like. It doesn't have to be chicken or vegetables or anything else, but the basic recipe you can do whatever you like with. We just happen to have a bunch of extra cheese handy, so that's what we did. We put it on there. Now, the best part is, because if you look around, you'll see the shadows are getting long. The sun is over there. I'm looking right at it because I can't do anything else and still be able to film. We're starving. It's like 7:45 in the evening. It's time to eat. Let us move the camera in and we'll show you what we got. All right. Yes, it's quite hot. This time I'm smart enough to wear the glove. Okay, if you look down in here, you notice that we have nice melted cheese. Everything is done. In order to test this for doneness, here's how you do it. When you think it's done, take a fork and put it down in here on the sides and pull the sides away from the walls of the oven. And if it's starting to brown on there, and if that bread is starting to pull away from the walls of the oven, it's done. And this is nice and brown, pulled away all the way around, so it's good to go. The best part, let's cut this. Cut it just like a piece of pie. Here we go. There we go. It's just like getting a piece of pie. Didn't quite get the end of it. There, that's even better. Now if you look at this, it's got nice golden brown biscuit crust on the back, on the bottom, and it's completely filled with good stuff. Chicken, vegetables, gravy, mashed potatoes. You can't ask for better than this. This meal will serve 4 to 6 people, and I guarantee you when they're done, they're going to be happy. And if they're happy, you're happy, and you'll be ready to do it again next time comes around. Take care out there. Don't mind the virus. We'll see you next time.